a Tesla in Nigeria? I know you have a lot of questions to ask because electric cars, we don't really see them in Nigeria. So I know you have a lot of questions to ask, like how do they charge them? So I'm going to answer all those questions in this video when I give this car an in-depth review. So this is the Model X, and it's an all-electric SUV made by Tesla. So go click on the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you don't get to miss any of our very, very cool car content and car reviews that we drop weekly. So the fun part about this interior is the fact that when you open the doors, okay, first of all, you get frameless doors, which look really cool. So when you open the doors and you want to drive off, you just put your leg on the brake and the door would shut itself. Watch. Okay, so when you get to this car, if you don't know how to drive a Tesla, you would like, okay, where's the start button? How do I get this car moving? But there is no start button. So if you just put your legs on the brake, the car is already on. So as you can see, it's showing me that the front side passenger door is still on, and this huge screen right here is one of the coolest features of this car. So as you can see, it's just like an Android phone and very, very easy to use. So this right here, now I can close the front passenger door. See, I just closed the front passenger door with just one click on the screen. I can increase and decrease the display brightness. When I go to suspension, I can increase or decrease the suspension. It's loading. Yeah, I can feel the car coming all the way down, and that's just really cool. So you can actually set it automatically, like maybe when you get to your area, maybe you're going home and you have like really bad roads in your area, you can set it that when you're close to your area, it raises the ride height up so you don't have things scratching the under of your car. So let me put it back to very high. So right here, you have the lights, and this is to control the headlights. Let me put it back off. And this is for front and rear fog lights. This here is for the dome lights, and you have auto beam and headlights after exit. Down here, you have the driving. So if this was a P100D, you'd have actually gotten the ludicrous mode that can take you from 0 to 60 in like 2.7 seconds. But this trim as a 100D will just take you from 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds. It's still very, very fast for SUVs in its class. So here you have acceleration, chill or standard, steering mode. You can put the spots for it to get enough response. Then you have regenerative braking. So what regenerative braking does is when you like come to a stop and you step on the brakes, it will give you some of the energy that fed you up, that like sped you up in the first place. So it's like giving you part of the energy you used before and to give you more range. So you have the creep mode here that can slowly move when brake pedal is released. You have the range mode on the trailer. So now to autopilot. So you have different things you can do with autopilot. So this is the beta autopilot. You can set the speed limit. So on the Tesla Model X, the speed limit for the autopilot, the least speed limit is 18 miles per hour, but the high speed limit that the autopilot can take you on is 88 miles per hour. Or is it kilometer? I'm not even sure, but I know it's 18 and 88. Then you have the forward collision warning, you have lane departure warning, blind spot collision, auto emergency braking, and a lot of other safety features here. down to vehicle, you have the Falcon door height. So I can set my Falcon door height to open whichever way I want it to open, high or low. Then automatic doors, close all with key fobs. Then you can also set it that when you walk away from your car, it locks. You have child protection lock, mirror tilts, and smart preconditioning. Then this down to display, I can put it on night mode. Really cool when you're driving at night, so you don't have the brightness all in your eyes. Let me put it back to auto. Very responsive screen. So you can set language. Then you have the trip computer. It can show you how much battery you've used, how much power you've used, how far you've driven. You also get navigation here, safety and security, service, and software. And this car can actually get software updates on air, so you can just get updates. Okay, now maybe let me give one funny, very funny example. Let me give one update that Elon Musk can send an update that will make the Falcon doors help you fly. I know that can happen, but just give you an example of what this can do. Send the updates through the air, and you can see the differences that your car will have after you receive the update, after you've downloaded it. Down here you have music, and you can see how huge this screen is. As you can see, very responsive, very fast. So right now we're in Lagos, Nigeria. You can see this is our location. And here you have calendar, energy, you have the web, you have camera. See the back of camera. You also have call and charging. So we have 335 kilometers of range right now. This is for the climate control, and this is for volume. So when you get into this car and you just step onto the brakes, so how do you move? Yeah, you have a gear selector right here, and this looks like the Mercedes gear selector. So you can see it looks exactly like the Mercedes gear selector. So you just pull it up and down, and you just press this button here for park. What also looks like a Mercedes parts is this. So this just reminds me of the C300 in the Mercedes. You see, the power control mirrors and everything look alike. Down here you also get this wooden trim that I like how they didn't cover it in gloss. It looks really nice and looks better, and it looks more like a Model 3. So this car is just like the Model 3 with a coach on top, just like I said earlier, because the Model X shares 30% of the same parts as the Model 3. No, Model S, sorry. The Model X shares 30% the same parts, just with the Model S. Down here, there are meant to be cup holders here, but this is all rubbish. Push back to lock, and you have just two physical buttons in here, one here and one here. So this one here is for the hazard light, and this one here is for this, the glove box. So you also have, okay, I can increase the volume with this knob here, and this I can use to control the air conditioning. Then down here you have this torque here for cruise control, which when I'm driving, if I pull it by my side twice, it activates autopilot. You have the wipers here, the lights and the wipers, turn signals. Down here you also have space. Slide it back, you give you what do you call it, cup holders. You can slide it front if you want. Armrest. Then one other thing that's really cool about this car is this huge helicopter style head windshield. And you will think that, okay, since the glass goes above your head, the roof of your head, you'll be like, okay, what about sun and heat? No, Tesla thought about that when they were producing this car. So they made half of the windshield tinted. So this will protect you from 97% of UV rays and heat. And it's, as you can see, it's blacked out, and if it makes you feel like you're on a helicopter, like you're on a rocket launcher with a huge glass here. You also get these visors that are really small. I don't even know if they really do anything in this car. So right down here you have this two magnets. So when you shift this down here, just watch. The magnet is gonna attract this here, and it's gonna click and hold. Oh, sorry. It's not working again. Okay, yeah. So it hooks the visor like this, and you just bring this down. I don't know if it's gonna block any sun at all, guys. It's just funny. Then you can bring this down again to get mirror and lights. So let me take that back. And secure. So right here, I have the key fob, and this key fob actually looks like a Tesla car. So it has buttons here on the side and on the back. So if I double click on the button here in the front, see what happens. I pop open the hood. And when you open this up, since this is an all-electric vehicle, you obviously don't get a combustion engine. So you have a very huge space here, and this is the front, and what it means is the front trunk. So you can just put all your groceries in here, and the only traditional thing that was left in this car is this. The part where you put your washer fluid for your wipers. And even with the space here, this is still a very, very effective impact absorbing crumple zone. So if you're in an accident, it still protects you, and that is why this car has a 5-star safety rating. You also get 6 sensors on the front bumper and 6 sensors at the back bumper for collision avoidance and also for parking. Also here you get a 20-inch huge turbine alloy rims, and this car body shape really looks good. It's just like the Model S with a coach on top of it, and which makes it really aerodynamic. So this car has a drag coefficient of 0.24, and it's like the most aerodynamic SUV ever in production. So coming to the back, you have a huge Tesla badge here, and this is the 100D. And what this stands for is the 100 is a 100 kilowatt battery hour. So that is like the battery capacity, and the D here stands for dual motor. That means one motor powers the front wheel and the second motor powers the back wheel, making it an all-wheel drive car. You also get a huge rear spoiler and a reverse camera as standard. So this is the Falcon wing doors, and what differentiates this from the normal Go wing doors we know is that it has one hinge here. So what this hinge does is it helps open the door vertically if you have cars that park closely to you. So to help it open the door vertically, then slide it up. Unlike the Go wing doors, you just have to open and to eventually hit other cars by the side. So this also has sensors by the side here. So if you also have cars parked close to you, to know that okay, yes, you have a car by the side and it doesn't want to hit the car, so it opens vertically with the hinge hopping it. Hopping inside, with this door open, it opens really high. So you have a problem. Okay, you can also get this as a 5-seat. So this is the 5-seater. You can get a 5-seater, a 6-seater, or a 7-seater. So if this was the 7-seater, this really helps in the sense that when you want to hop into the back, you don't have to like bend down and hurt your back. So you just hop in easily, slide this one front, and go to the back seat. But since this is a 5-seater, you just have 3 seats at the back. So I really like how the chair feels. I don't know if this is leather. It feels like leather. At the same time, it feels like fake leather, but it's really comfortable to sit in. And as you can see, come close, you have a very flat area down here. And do you know why? Because the batteries are all under the car, so it gives you a lot of interior space. Here also feels really comfortable. The middle seat feels as comfortable as the side seats, although sitting with 2 people right here by your side, I think it's small. For an SUV, you don't get enough space. So the most frequently asked questions by Nigerians when they see a Tesla is, how do they charge it? Yeah, I asked that question to myself a lot. So I figured out that this battery would give you like 351 mile range of driving on a full charge. So to charge this, you can actually use a supercharger that can take your battery from 0 to 100% in 45 minutes. But superchargers aren't available in Nigeria. So what you have to do as a Tesla owner in Nigeria is you have to install a home charger. Come see. Something like this. But the problem now is this isn't so fast. So what you just do is when you get home at night, you just open this up and you plug it in, then you go to bed. Then when you wake up in the morning, you should get like an 80% charge. Unless you sleep like 12 hours, then you get 100% charge. So watch how the sensors will try to avoid me when opening, so as not to hit me. Did you see that? Oh, okay, that was close. Okay, where is the button here? I think it's still learning. So when you get inside I didn't mention that you get two cup holders, sorry, two USB ports here. The cup holders are actually broken and they are at the back right there. You have door bins in the front, but you don't get door bins on the back here. And do you know why? Smart. If you put your stuff in the door bins here, when the doors open like this, they'll probably fall off. They will definitely fall off. So Tesla had all those in mind when they were making this car. And the up on every part of this car is lined with Alcantara, not the basic leather you see in normal cars. This car just feels really, really premium. This is a luxury, all electric SUV, crossover, whatever you want to call it. It just goes. So let me lock this up. Let me run away. So one of the frequent questions people ask the most is, who fixes Teslas in Nigeria? What if the Tesla goes bad? So this car has always been maintained and serviced by Smiles Autos, and I have here with me Toby, and is the owner of Smiles Autos. So Toby, can you tell us what really happens? They're not really moving parts in this car. So what goes wrong in Teslas that you actually fix?
Okay, so first things is we actually do have moving parts. We just have less
moving parts.
Yeah, because your tires are still moving and all of that.
Tires, you know.
So like it has regenerative braking, so your brake pads you don't have to change them maybe until like maybe every 5 years, or depending on how you use.
Okay.
Or like a normal car in like 2 years you need to change that. And then you still have your air filters for your air conditioning. Okay. You still need to do your tire rotations, your alignment and all of that. But Teslas, generally they'll tell you they're maintenance free. Okay. And they don't require much care. But what we do is a lot of inspections, which is to prevent things happening. So we check all the axles, make sure there's no tears and whatever, because the Lagos climate is a bit harsh.
Okay, so do you have problems with like the batteries?
Batteries, no. Tesla batteries are good for like 10 years or thereabouts.
10 years?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really impressive. So you guys said that right. What they mainly do is just inspections, just check out things that would possibly want to go wrong, so you just correct it before it happens. So like I said earlier, you get a 351 mile range on a full charge, and with those huge batteries come a lot of weight. And when you get a lot of weight, you get a low center of gravity because they're all underneath the car, and that will give you less body roll, and it gives you like 50% less body roll than other SUVs in this class. And also, being an electric vehicle, you get instant power and constant delivery all the way. So this car goes like boom, instantly. So do you want to know how it feels? We're going to take it on a test drive. Let's go.
So it's activated. I'll take my feet off.
You slow down, myself.
Yeah, because that guy,
Okay.
I think it's very safe. I said Nigerians will bully it. It's trying to change lane. So you can see I've just changed lane. Self-drive has changed lane. But I wasn't even looking at the road. It's beginning to slow down because can see. I'd rather drive myself roundabouts because Nigerians will bully the car. Give you space. It's good. I will just. So he's telling me to apply slight turning force to the wheel, just show that I'm still in the car. So just. Suspension lifts, lowers itself depending on where you are, and like there's a sign. If you look at the cluster, you see it identifies like parking signs. You can identify that as an Okada, whatever size of vehicle is there. He's identifying road signs, what the speed limit is on this road, things like that.
So can we check out how instant the speed is when we get to a free road?
It will just turn around when I go back now. Going slow.
Okay.
That's cool.
Wow. Wow. Okay, that was quick.
I do that. Showed your camera.
That
Like,
sound
Yeah.
that is unreal. That's like
right.
an experience that no.
I almost went to the boot. So in conclusion, I think this car has really appealing design. You also don't get a grille and an exhaust because this is an all-electric vehicle. And a huge infotainment screen on the inside is a very big flex. So I hope I was able to answer all your questions regarding to how Teslas can be able to survive in Nigeria. So if you like this video, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to this channel so you don't get to miss any of our cool car contents and car reviews that we drop weekly. Also follow Gidicars on Instagram at Gidicars for more car contents just like this. Thank you for watching.